who, I don't know if it was Josh Gladstone, who was the artistic director, or who, but they devised a way to use the large stage so that we're all on the stage and the play. And I saw several plays done there with Steve Hamilton directing. Night Alive, which was
yes, that was fabulous.
It was fabulous, and it was done. And I thought, this is very interesting, and you don't feel cramped at all. And so it'll be interesting for this. I mean, they'll do probably basically the same work that we did in Urban Stages, but because it's a new space, it has to be adapted to the new space. So it'll be fun to see what they all come up with, both the actors and Steve and the designers. So.
Well, because Josh was here. His show is airing this week, and he talked about the season. And of course, he spoke about this show because when he was here, I don't think they had yet decided that they were going to do it on the stage. Because if I remember correctly, I think they talked about doing it in the proscenium setting, and I had kind of questioned him how he was going to adapt it because I worked so well in your theater, and that's always the most interesting part of theater, when something moves, how you move the thing, and how the energy changes and how you keep it alive in that kind of fashion.
Well, I trust their imagination. I mean, and it's not all, it's Steve and all the actors. And I think Steve, I heard this story, but Steve, when the actors came, he said, look, here's the play. I'm not too sure what to do with this. I want all your creativity. I want you to work with me. And I think that was what made this such an exciting event, was that it was a theater, it was a piece that was done through all of these great talents.
It really is exciting. Are there any plans to do anything further with it after it comes here? Is it?
I don't know, not that I know of, but it's a great piece for other theaters, and I'm surprised that other theaters haven't picked it up. I mean, Urban Stages has had many of our plays taken onto larger stages. In fact, we had a play called Honky by Greg Colares, who actually went to San Diego Rep and then went on HBO.
And what was Honky about?
Oh, Honky was great. It was about advertising, the black and white, the black population and the white population in advertising and tennis shoes. And it was about how this company was really only making tennis shoes for sort of the black population, but the white population wanted them. And so it was very, very funny. It was very funny about our racial issues.
So the white people had to buy the black people's tennis shoes?
But this, remember when the kids were killing each other to get the shoes off their feet? Well, this was sort of what it was about. And only it was from the eyes of the executives of the company, plus, the designer of the shoes, plus the CEO, and it was extremely funny, and now that is being done in other theaters around the country.
But you were the
we were the one that read it. See, we read about 500 plays a year.
Oh, wow.
And so this play just came up through the plays. I mean, if you should see my office now, it's 8 feet high, I think, with plays that we have to read, which we will this summer. But this play came.
That helps you?
Yes, oh yes. But this play came through, and Antoinette Mullins, who is brilliant, that works for me. She said, and she's African American. She said, Frances, this is good, and because she read it with her sensitivity, I said okay, and we did it, and it was. It was a great hit, and that's the kind of play I like to do, like Angry Young Men, that has a message but is funny. It's entertaining. You have to remember that the word is play. It's not suffer. I'm not going to a suffer. I'm going to a play. And so theater has to be entertaining, but then it also has to touch your soul and touch your heart.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So I know that's why you're in it.
It's true. And George Bernard Shaw, a wonderful quote. I was interviewing someone who had just directed something. I can't remember who it was at the moment, but he fed me this quote that I have been sharing with everyone from George Bernard Shaw, and it's we don't forget to play because we grow old. We grow old because we forget to play.
Oh, that's great.
Isn't it fabulous? So
That's great.
I've been passing it on to everyone, and I'm trying to.
No, that's great. That's my mother. She used to say, "Are you still doing those plays? Why do you keep doing those plays?" I said, "Mom, I'm going to keep playing. I'm going to keep doing those plays forever and ever because that's my life and that's the play in my soul."
And so you've created Urban Stages to be your little playbox.
My playground.
Playground.
And I hope other people's too.
You've got everybody into the sand playing with you now.
Yeah, exactly. And I
have
hope they still do and keep doing.
Well, it sounds like you're, I mean, from what you've just, from this latest work, I mean, I think it's one of the finest things you've probably ever done.
Well, I don't know.
But I have, I'm new to Urban Stages. I don't go back
Yeah.
all those 32 years. So, I mean, it certainly was the finest thing last season.
Thank you, thank you.
What do they say? You're only as good as your last hit?
Exactly, and that's it. Who knows what? And that's, yeah, exactly. And so it's hard. It's not, and I've always thought doing new plays that have never been done in New York is so much harder than doing another version of a Shakespeare play. I mean, and I love Shakespeare, let's say, but when you have to really read all those 8 feet of plays to find the gem that everybody wants to see or learn, that's
We're winding down. Let's remind everyone again. It's Angry Young Man.
great.
At Guildhall. It opens May 31st. Premieres May 31st. It opens on January 3rd.
June 3rd.
Oh, duh.
Don't wait till January, please.
The J's got me messed up. It opens on premieres May 31st. It opens on June 3rd, and it runs to
June 19th.
June 19th. So see Angry Young Man.
Yeah, and it's fun. You'll have a good time. Treat yourself.
The number you have dialed is not in service at this time.